Hello students, welcome back to our science class. My name is Anjali and today we are going to study chapter 16 of class 8. So students, I hope you all are fine, safe and doing great at your places. So let's begin with our today's class. So students, I am going to show you something and you have to observe it very carefully. Okay, so let me hide the screen. So I'm going to play a small and activity in front of you virtually. You just have to observe that what is happening. Okay, and students, this activity you might have often performed at your homes also. So it's getting started. Basically we have taken a cardboard. Let me tell you the time materials first. We have taken a cardboard, we have sketch pen. With the help of sketch pen we have drawn out something. Okay, on the one side, both the sides of the cardboard, and we have a rubber band also with us. So let us see that what are the few things which we have taken, and we are doing something with it. So I'm now minimizing my screen so that you can clearly see it. Yes, so here we have, on the one side we have drawn the cage, while on the other side we have drawn the bird. Yes, you can see there one side cage is there and other side bird is there. So students, you have to look carefully to this, that the rubber band, what we will do, we will give many folds to this rubber band now. Okay, like this lady is doing. Yes, you can see that how many folds that lady is doing to that, and you might be recalling this activity if you have done it. And now let's see what will happen. She has done it, she has rolled it. Now see. Yes students, so what have you observed till now? Yes, you might have observed that what actually happened, we were able to look out something, that one side cage was there, one side bird was there, right? So let me write down few points, that we have the cage and the bird separately on the different sides of the cardboard. But when she started moving, then what happened? The bird was visible inside the cage. Okay, bird was visible inside the cage. Bird in the cage we can see. So students, what do you think, that why are we able to see such big? We are able to see the bird inside the cage. Yes, you might be saying that it is some kind of magic, right? And if I talk about in terms of science, that why the thing was happening. Yes, actually your eyes are doing something over here, that they are persisting that bird is inside the cage. Actually rather it is not in the reality, right? So students, today we are going to discuss some facts about the eye, right? So let us start discussing. So students, the movies also which we see, actually they have a number of separate pictures in the proper sequence is there. And what actually they are made to move across the eye, usually at the rate of 24 pictures per second. You can see so much amount is there in 1 second. 1 second is too small, and in that 24 pictures. You can see at the rate of 24 pictures per second, which is faster than the 16 per second also. Then thus we are able to see a moving picture, right? This is some fact about. Also students, nature has provided eyes with eyelids. You can see we have eyelids, right, to prevent any object from entering inside the eye. This is one fact, the one fact which we have discussed about the rate, which we are able to usually see 24 pictures per second. Second is that nature has provided eyes with the eyelids. Why eyelids? To prevent any object from entering into the eyes. And also students, when eyelids, they shut down light when not required. shut out when light is not required, right? Eye is such a wonderful instrument that it can clearly see distant objects as well as the objects nearby also, right? When we go to hill places, hill stations, so we are able to see the so many distant objects. Eventually, we can also see the aeroplane in the sky, right? The sun, the moon, which are at a very fast distance, but still we are able to see with our eyes. So these are some of the interesting facts, students. Also, the minimum distance at which the eye can see the objects distinctly varies with the age. So with the passage of the age, we can say that it is varying, that how much minimum distance we can see using our eyes. Okay, so let me minimize my video so that you can see this statement carefully. Yes, so this is what it is written, that the minimum distance at which the eye can see the objects, they distinctly varies with the age. Okay? Yes. Now let's move ahead. That the most comfortable distance at one can read with which at one can read with a normal eye is about the 25 centimeter. Okay. So what is the most comfortable distance at which a human normal eye can see? Yes, it is 25 centimeter. Very good, students. You have got. You can note down these important points regarding the facts which are discussing, and I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, students. So now let's move ahead. So now if I ask you that eyesight, this is the in which you have to think and answer, that eyesight becomes foggy at which age approximately, you can guess, and are you aware of the some technologies that can help when the eyesight becomes foggy? Like we are not able to see the things clearly. Yes, you might be wondering that it can vary with the age. The age is not perfect, students. We often say that when we become old, then our eyesight gets weak. But nowadays, you must be looking around yourself that there are some students also, some children also, because from very young age, they are using the which kind of technology, we can see the in the form of the lenses, the glasses they are using to see, because some kind of defect arises in their eyes, because they see the things, the foggy eyesight becomes foggy, right? And also, students, the some technologies which you can say, they are the lenses are also come, due to which they are putting the lenses in our eyes, and what actually is happening, that it doesn't seem like we are not able to see like a normal human being. So the technology is so advanced that they have given us the eyesight like a normal eye only if a person is probably suffering from a eyesight which becomes foggy, right? So at the old age also, because some people are there who at the old age also they do not wear these spectacles, their eyes are so perfectly fine, but some young children are also getting this, that their eyesight is becoming weak, right? So we can say that this is the age is not fixed. Very good, students. So now it's time for you to answer. Choose the correct option. That movies are made to move across the eye, usually at the rate of dash pictures per second. Yes, students. So what is your answer? You can write in the comment section. You have to choose the correct option out of these A, B, C, D. Yes, very good, students. So if you are giving the answer as 24, you are absolutely correct. That it is the at the rate of 24 pictures per second. In 1 second, how many pictures? 24. Very good. So answer option C is correct. Now I'm going to show you another image, students. Just look what is happening. Yes, a boy is standing. Yeah. Okay, and what the boy is doing? He is looking at the sun. Okay. Have you also looked at the sun sometimes? Yes, probably like this we can see the sun is there. But students, let me share something with you, that this boy is looking at the sun continuously for 10 minutes. So do you think it is good for that boy to look at the sun? No. Very good, students. So if you look at the sun for so much time, like he is looking for 10 minutes, he's continuously looking, like he's blinking eyes also, and he's keep on looking. But is it hampering or harming our eyes? Will it? Yes, definitely. The continuous looking at the sun, students, at the sun, it will harm our eyes. If you have also tried to look upon the sun for even for 5 seconds also, what have you observed? Yes, you might have observed that even for 5 seconds we can't see the sun because it gives a very like the cringy thing through our eyes. It starts paining. So students, this is not the good thing which we should do, right? But the boy is doing continuously looking at the sun. So now let us discuss some of the things which we should avoid rather, or we should do to take care of our eyes. Okay. So now let's discuss something about the care of the eyes. So what do you think that for the proper care of eyes, what we should do? If your elders you might have told you to do few points, you can write in the comment section. Yes, the basic thing someone told you to do is that wash your eyes regularly with the water, right? Washing of your eyes. Keep on washing our eyes with regularly with water so that the dust it just gets removed from your eyes. Very good, students. Now let's discuss few other points also, the basic which we have already seen. And also it is necessary that you take proper care of the eyes if there is any kind of problem. First of all, what we should do, we should go to an eye specialist and have a regular checkup also. If advised, we should use suitable spectacles. And what is the, students, if we say about the light, if there is too little or too much light is there, that is also bad for our eyes. And is if proper light we are not getting, so we will get eye strain, we will suffer from the headache. And if too much light will be there, like the sun, the powerful lamp, the laser torch, that can injure our the retina, which is we have discussed already what is retina, right? So that can injure our retina also. And also next point is that we should do not look at the sun or a powerful light directly, and never rub your eyes like this, because if particles of dust go into your eyes, we have to wash our eyes with clean water. And if still there is no improvement, we should go to a doctor. Okay. And also we always read at the normal distance for vision. We should not do not read by bringing the blues too close to our eyes, right? Or keeping it too far. They should be at a normal distance of the vision, and which is basically what. Yes, they can be apart from this much distance should be there in between your eyes and the book. Okay. So points which we have discussed regarding the light, right? That they should not be too much or not too light. By rubbing off our eyes, we should avoid doing this. Also, we should reading at the normal distance. So students, you can also note down these few points. Meanwhile, so these are the few of the things which we can do to take care of proper eyes. Okay, take care of our eyes properly, because eyes are very helpful for us, in various tasks, because we are able to see the beautiful things around us with the help of our eyes only. Very good, students. So now let's move ahead. So if I ask you to list few things that we must include in our balanced diet to take proper care of our eyes, so what will you suggest? Or your mother or father might have told you, your grandmother might have told you. What are those few things, students? Yes, first and the foremost is that the taking of the green vegetables, right? And the green vegetables like this spinach, right? We should eat a lot of spinach. Also, like the green flower, green vegetables, which including all types of green vegetables. And students, pulses are also involved. We must regularly keep on eating the pulses because they provide sufficient types of vitamins to our which are helpful for our eyes, the eyesight of us, right? Also, we can say that milk is also a very important product which could help us to just take the proper care of our eyes from our inside balanced diet if we are taking a good balanced diet, right? Very good, students, good examples you have given. You can also list few more if you have. Yes, you can see that we should avoid eating the junk food mostly because they are another way also they are harmful for us, not only for the eyes but for us also. So basically we should avoid eating too much junk food, we can say. And yes, like the green vegetables, the lady finger, you can eat the lady finger, and the type of methi which is coming, that is also including in the green vegetables. And proper the pulses we should regularly keep on eating because that is very good for taking the proper care of our eyes, and our eyesight will be too good. Now students, it's your time to answer this fill in the blank. So what is the statement written? Yes, too little or too much eye light is dash for our eyes. What can write your answers, students? Yes, let me give you a few more seconds so that everyone can write. Very good, students. So if you are giving answer as bad, very good. You're giving answer as bad, but very good to you. Okay? Yes. So too little or too much light is bad for our eyes. Now, students, there is another image in front of you. What do you see? Yes, the people. The person is using stick. And what do you think that why the person is using stick to walk? Yes, he must be having some kind of problem with the eyes. He might not be able to see the things, right? His eyesight may have lost. So he is using that stick to walk. Very good, students. So now, what do you think that on these people who are blind or who have visual impairment, are they able? Are they able to read or write like we do? We normal person do. Okay, so if you are answering it as no, that they are not able to read or write, or if you are answering it yes, that they are able to read and write. So students, let me tell you that these persons who also has the visual impairment, they are also able to read and write, like not like us but by the some other ways. So let us discuss that how these visually impaired persons they can read and write. Okay. Yes. Let us discuss point by point that some persons, including children, they can be visually impaired and they may have very limited vision to see the things, and some person cannot see at all from the birth. Like since birth, some person may lose their eyesight because of a disease or some kind of injury which they might have faced, right? So students, what such persons do, they try to identify the things by touching and listening to the voices more carefully, and they develop their other senses more sharply than us because they are feeling the things by touching or by listening only, right? And however, we can say that the additional resources are also enable them to develop their capabilities better. There are so many techniques which has come for these people so that they can also read or write like we person do. Let me bring my over here. Yes, very good. So now students, the first is that the most popular resource for visually challenged person is the braille. There is a, which is the, what is the spelling? Braille. BRAILLE. Yes, this is a resource which is helpful for the visually person. You can see that they how it is look like, that there are some kind of dots on the braille, So the person touches it and they feel the alphabets or the other things in this system, and in this way they read and write. And the student, this system was adopted in the 1932, which is a braille code for common languages like the mathematics, and the scientific notations is also there. So many Indian languages can be read using the braille system. So if you are more curious to learn about this braille system, you can search it out more on the internet, and then we can discuss further. So when it was came into the adoption was in the year 1932. And what is braille helping? Braille is helping to read and write to whom? Yes, to the visually impaired person. Read and write for the visually impaired person. Very good, students. So now let's start one question. It's your turn to answer it now. That visual impairment is always present from birth only? Yes, I'm waiting for your responses. You can punch it in the comment section. That what do you think with this statement? Yes, so students. So what we are saying that this is the false statement. Very good. If you are saying false, then you are correct. For those who are saying it as false, why? Because yes, it is not. It not always. We can say in some cases it is present from the birth only. In some cases, what happens? Some kind of injury or some accidental effects might also cause the visual impairment. Yes. So this is not true that it is always present from the birth only. That it can be the other instances also in the lives of a human. So students, basically what have we discussed in our today's class? Yes. So we have today discussed about the facts related to the eye, and also we have discussed that how we should take care of our eyes, the proper caring of our eyes. Why we have listed few of the activities which our elders also tell us, and few others which we can take care. And students, we have also discussed that how the visual impaired persons, they are able to read and write using the braille system. Very good, students. So now let's quickly try to answer a few questions. That what is a braille system? Yes, a braille system is a system or a resource which is used by the visual impaired persons for reading and writing purpose. Very good. And when it was coming to the action? Yes, it came into action in the year 1932. And students, if I ask you to list few measures which you will do to take care of your eyes? Yes, you will wash your eyes regularly. You will not rub your eyes. You will not be using the too little or too much light, which is bad for eyes. You will not be looking directly to the sun, right? And if you have any kind of issues which still not you are not able to overcome, you should consult a doctor, right? And wear spectacles if you are advised. So these are the few things which we have discussed. So students, dash is such a wonderful instrument that can clearly see distant objects as well as objects nearby. Which was that instrument? Yes, that instrument is our eye. Eye is that instrument. So now homework time for you, that you have to enlist few measures which you will take to proper care of the eyes, and find out some known facts or search for the same on the internet about the eyes. And third is that you have to survey your neighborhood, find out how many children below the age of 12 years they are using spectacles, and find out from their problems that what in their view could be the reason for the weak eyesight of their children. Okay. And students, one activity which we have to perform interesting, that get a square piece of cardboard size of 6 to 8 centimeter, make two holes, and then you have what you have to do, you have to attach a thread string to the two holes, paste a cage on the bird on the other side, twist the string and make the card twirl rapidly. And similarly you have to make the different models. One is bird in the cage and other also you can make. Now you have to bring all these models in the classroom. So this is the project work which you have to do. So thank you students. That's all for today's class. We'll be meeting in the next